Alright, versus Z, and I guess I'm going to be reviewing Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Sequel to the first movie, Transformers, of course. It's this time around. What you're going for is you're going for an action slash adventure movie. You're not going to go for any developmental type of stuff. I mean, it's the movie is supposed to be about big robots and their war, and how it involves humans, or how humans have been involved in this war. And that's what this that's what the second movie is about. It's going to be action. There's going to be comedy. There's going to be no character development at all. The humans are, I mean, they're not as helpless as they were in the first movie. They're a lot more helpful here, but they're just still the human characters, and you need human characters in a film, I guess. So that's what this is about. To begin the review, I'm going to start with a few precautions about this movie. Well, I kind of did already. I mean, like I said, there was no character development. Everything is an action adventure. You're going to expect all that. But what to look out for, though, is there's a whole bunch of explicit stuff. There's cussing in here, a lot more than it was in the first movie. There's dirty jokes, a lot of sex-related humor here, which is kind of something you really should look out for if you're going to bring like younger people and everything. Which I don't know because like the two times I watched it, there was only about a full theater of college-age students. So I guess it's fine unless the kids really do want to watch it. I don't know, but that's a lot of the things you gotta look out for. Is a lot of the comedy here has to do with sex, dirty words, cussing, and stuff like that. So that's one thing you gotta look out for. Moving on to the characters, of course. Once again, there's really no character development in the humans, at least. The Autobots had some, but a lot of character development and a huge character development jump in the first movie till now in this Revenge of the Fallen is Megatron and Starscream's character development. They are definitely interacting a lot more than they were in the first movie. A lot more G1-ish, where you have Megatron kicking Starscream around and everything, and Starscream being the kiss ass and everything. And also there's the Fallen, and he's kind of the Emperor Palpatine kind of thing, and Megatron's Darth Vader, and Starscream is, I don't know, he's like Darth Vader's minion or something. I don't know. But there's definitely a lot of character development between those three Decepticons. As for the other Decepticons, they're just there. They don't even talk. Yeah, they don't really talk. They're just there to blow things up. The Autobots are the Autobots. Nothing's really changed. There's just more of them. The plot here. So the plot. Yeah, I really liked. I guess the plot in this movie. There's definitely more of a plot here than there was in the first movie. I liked it though because it felt like two movies in one. Because the first half is just action, there's straight up action. They're fighting, and you kind of are wondering when's this going to end? When's the fighting going to end? It does end dramatically and unfortunately. After that, it gets into kind of the draggy part, where it gets slow and draggy, and the humans are kind of like recovering from what just happened. Something happens within the military, and the group that the Autobots and Captain Lennox or whatever, and Tyrese's character, where the Autobots and Nest, their group, kind of gets disbanded or discharged or whatever, or something like whatever. But yeah, it just drags on in that part. But then when they get to the part where they have to find the Seekers, which one of them, of course, is Jetfire. You've probably seen him in the trailers already. He's the old fart Decepticon turned Autobot. He shows them that they have to find this, which is the Matrix of Leadership. From then on, it becomes an adventure movie, and they're in the deserts of Egypt trying to find the thing. And there you go. It becomes an adventure movie, and then towards the end, it gets back to the action with the final battle. I'm not going to talk too much about that, except that I wish it would have happened a little bit different. The final battle between the title character, the Fallen, and Optimus Prime. But you'll see how it turns out. But there definitely is more of a plot in this movie. The action here, of course, is outstanding. It's phenomenal. You have more robots going against more robots. There's a lot more military action here. There's a lot more guns and tanks and missiles flying and bullets flying around and definitely a lot more explosions. And I mean, what can you expect from a Michael Bay film and a sequel to an already good Michael Bay film with a whole bunch of explosions? So definitely, if you're gonna come looking to watch action, then you come to the right place. Already, you should go watch Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen if you're looking for action. Comedy, like I said, it's there. It's definitely there, but there are just some parts where it was kind of excessive and too much. I mean, the comedy is definitely funny. It's definitely there. There's Agent Simmons. There's Wheelie, another small Decepticon turned Autobot. And there's the twins, and I don't really need to talk too much about the twins because I've talked a lot about them already. But I mean, if I haven't, I guess then the twins are absolutely funny. I mean, they're both dirty mouthed, but they're absolutely funny. So you're definitely gonna get a lot of comedy in this film. But overall, my final thoughts about this film is, if you're gonna go watch this movie expecting it to be like the Dark Knight quality or stuff like that, then there's something wrong with it, because this is a Transformer flick. It's an action/adventure flick. It's a popcorn flick. It's a summer blockbuster. It's a fun movie. It's a thrill ride. That's what it is, and that's probably nothing more it's going to be. I mean, there are some flaws in this movie, like just like in the first movie, there was some crazy editing going on. I don't know what happened here and there. Like, Wheelie was gone for a while. Like we don't know what happens to him in the end. We don't know what happens to the twins in the end. There was just some continuity issues, like especially with the Decepticons. It probably wasn't clear to me in the first movie, but it's clear to me now. The Constructicons weren't exactly, I guess, labeled as Constructicons here. They were just Decepticons. They were just Decepticon minions. A lot of them were took the same alt mode and stuff like that, I guess, because there was definitely more than one. Mixmaster and Devastator was just made up of a whole bunch of Constructicons, or should I just say construction vehicles. But that's an issue that I've dealt with, and I was just like, whatever. But if you're very familiar with the Constructicons, you're gonna be like, what the heck just happened here? Why are they here and there at the same time? So that's something I wanted to clear up a little bit. But definitely there are some continuity issues, some holes in the editing and stuff like that. But if you can ignore all that stuff, you're gonna have a fun time with this film. If you're a Decepticon fan in general, you're definitely gonna love the new interaction with Megatron and Starscream. It's a very good hint at G1. And then there's also the character Soundwave, which I absolutely love. Soundwave, Starscream, and Megatron are my favorite Decepticons. So seeing them three in this film was just already satisfying for me. Like, initially I thought Soundwave was only going to be there for a few seconds, but no, he's in the film. He's in the film from beginning to end. He doesn't even. That's spoiling. So I wasn't going to say he doesn't transform, because that's not really a spoiler, because it's there. But he doesn't. We don't know what happens to him in the end, basically. There's a lot of things, like especially in the end. The end just ended too fast for me. But it does leave it open for a third movie. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say except that this was a fun movie, and if you watch it, you're gonna enjoy it. Unless if you walk out of this movie disappointed at something, there's something wrong with it, because this is a good movie. I mean, if you walk out and you say this is a bad movie because of one small thing, then something's wrong with you. If you leave and just say, oh, it was a good movie, then okay, go for it. But anyway, just go watch the film. You'll have a fun time. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.